what I should wear. I always have a Pinterest board with lots of outfits, and this time I was just checking a New Year's Eve board that I have to see what I could wear for tonight. Now that I have an idea of what I want to wear, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my makeup. I always start with a primer when I want to do a really strong makeup look. I'm using Dior's primer. And now I am doing my foundation. I'm using L'Oreal's True Match. It's one of my favorite foundations with a damp sponge. This is from Real Techniques. Now I'm gonna use a concealer. This is from Holika, which is a Korean brand. It's really creamy and it matches my skin tone perfectly, so I use it underneath my eyes in a triangle. Then on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead, I blend with my ring finger to make sure that I'm not tugging too hard on the area underneath my eyes. Since I have horrible panda eyes and the worst bags ever under my eyes, I tend to go on with a second concealer, a bit more brightening. This one is from Maybelline. It's their Fit Me concealer and it's a little bit lighter than the other one I used. I just use it underneath my eyes in the where I have my bags. Then I am doing my eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in medium. And I'm just using an angled brush to draw on my brows. Now I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm using MAC's Paint Pot and Painterly, just putting it all over my lids. Now I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow. I'm using a sleek palette. I'm using this color to draw on my crease. I have quite hooded eyes, so I tend to go a little bit above my crease to fake a little bit more eyelid space. Now I'm gonna go in with a bit of a darker brown color, again in that crease area, but just concentrating on the outer V and making sure to darken it a bit up since we're going to do a bit of a darker eye. Now I'm using this cranberry color. I think it's perfect for the festivities. It's a very good holiday color. Just putting it all over my eyelid, not being too careful since we're going to blend it out later. Now I'm using a 217 brush from MAC to blend out that cranberry color into the brownie shades that I had used on my crease. Got a super cute visitor right there. He was just trying to get all my makeup, so I had to move everything around. Now I'm getting that black color and I am placing it on the outer part of my eye, making sure that it's really deep. Now I'm blending out that black color into the cranberry color and making sure that there's no harsh lines left. And also bringing it down a bit to the lower lash line to darken it up a bit. Now I'm using a pencil brush to add some of that cranberry color underneath my eyes. Now I'm using a black liner to tightline and do the upper liner. I'm also doing my waterline, making sure to leave that inner third free to give the look a little bit of lightness. Now I'm going in with that same pencil liner and the cranberry color to blend together the liner and the cranberry color. I'm also going in with the black color to darken out the edges. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to use Clinique's High Impact. It is my favorite mascara at the moment. It just gives gorgeous volume and length at the same time. And I'm making sure to really get every single one of the lashes to make them really plump. I'm also going to use Guerlain's mascara as a second coat to really make the lashes pop, since I won't be using fake lashes. Now I'm going to use Clinique's Bottom Lash Mascara for the little lashes. It is perfect because it just gets every single one of them. I love contouring, so I'm gonna get the darkest shade in this Sephora palette and add it to the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, and a little bit on my forehead. Since the eyes are quite dark and smoky, I'm just gonna use this peachy pink everyday color on my cheeks. Now I'm gonna add my highlighter. This one is pretty glittery and shimmery, but it's perfect for a night out. I'm just adding it to the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, and also on the arch of my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna do my lips. I'm just gonna first line them and then add my lipstick, which is just in a blushy pink color. And with that, my makeup is finished. Now I'm gonna move on to my hair. I'm just gonna spray first some heat protectant and go ahead and curl all of it. After I finish curling it, I'm just going to run my hands all over it and loosen up the curls and add a bit of Moroccan oil. Moving on to the outfit, I just wore this really pretty sequined top, which is perfect for New Year's Eve. And I paired it with this black pencil skirt, which is really a classic look. And I added a pop of color with the shoes with these red lace-up heels. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you had a great New Year's. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next year.